had a really powerful experience tonight. Megan and I were having dinner, and they were closing up early, so we had to eat in the car. Took the food to go, and as we were sitting there, a homeless guy walked up and, really gently from a distance asked if I'd roll down the window and asked if I'd walk over and buy him something at the liquor store up the street. So I quickly finished up my meal and walked over and bought him a couple drinks and some ice cream, just something mellow. I hadn't eaten all of my meal, so I shared with him the rest. And, just as I was looking at this guy, his face that and his arms, open wounds, probably, probably meth, probably something, but as I was looking at his eyes, I always just think about my kid, I just think of David, and I just think, man, it's just a couple of choices that get you down a road like that, and he was obviously felt bad about his situation. He said, I have to eat a lot of soft things because my teeth are bad. He's a young dude. He was probably, honestly, he's probably only a couple years older than David, early 30s maybe. So my heart was heavy, as Megan and I drove home, and then after I got home, Megan went to get ready and I needed to get some more steps in, so I went out, took a walk, and I got a call from some of my closest friends in Star Valley, Wyoming, a place that I love so much, that I pastored for some years, and just such a sweet group of people. And, they were all around a campfire like we used to do, and one of their houses, down in a field with a big tree, and it was, as they passed the phone around the circle, I wasn't expecting it, right? And it was like this huge reunion, of all of some of my greatest friends, some of the people that bring me the most joy that I haven't talked to in a little while. And I thought, I bet this is what heaven's gonna be like. I bet you step into it, like the sunset, by the way. You step into it, and it's like, as you exit this body, it's like right there with all your friends, right there with all the people you love the most. And it's like, you're so excited to see them, and you're like joking and laughing and remembering things. And they passed me around the circle. I got to talk to everybody that was there, and it was so special. And it was such a crazy contrast for me, to have just been with this homeless man that probably, honestly, his life is pretty close to hell, right? As far as just, it was such a hot day in Medford today, and he was sweaty and he was dirty, and my heart was so heavy for him. To see that contrast, and then to get this phone call from Wyoming where it just felt so close to heaven, and it just made me feel like, man, we just need to be calling people into the family more, right? It's not about some crazy religious view. It's not about some crazy political view. It's about, this is what we were made for, relationship like this. This is what we're looking forward to, is a pause in time. You're there with all your friends around a campfire, just enjoying each other, laughing and joking. And instead of this man who was living in isolation, it was so stark and so powerful. So I felt like I should come on here and just share it. Don't miss it, guys. Life is so short. It's such a short breath, and so easy to get caught up in the moments that seem so overwhelming and so stressful and too much, and so easy to allow our minds to get tangled up into things, and our hearts to get all wound up into things that just aren't a benefit. They don't play for your favor. They're not making you a better human. So cut those things off tonight and lean into the things that are going to make you the best version of you. And man, I just think peace with God, knowing Jesus, it's a powerful thing. So anyway, thinking of you tonight. Hope you guys have a beautiful evening. Hope your night is as special as mine was. Man, which is so crazy. Something I could never plan for. Have a great night.